What a beautiful Thursday we have had in the neighborhood. Started out mild this morning with temperatures that hit into the 70s again today, but we're still talking about some big changes. And there have been some updates to your 7-day, and they are putting us on the chillier side of things than we were even looking at prior, and with a chance of some more rain and some mild, maybe to moderate winds. Tomorrow, I think we'll have a better handle on exactly what we might see Saturday night and into your Sunday, but even though we are 24 hours further than that out now, I've got an updated forecast for you that should be pretty close to letting you know what you can plan for this fall weekend, which is a bit, well, it's definitely a mixed bag and half and half. We will see 70s tomorrow. We will see 80s Sunday, and then we have a bumpy road to follow thereafter. And of course, thereafter, we'll be going to the downhill side, as we are now, within a matter of hours, of the second half of October. And on that note, real quickly, I hadn't had it on the calendar for a while since announcing it initially. Thought I would throw it in tonight. Just a reminder, of course, Trick or Treat here in McGoffin County and Sayersville, set for Friday the 31st, as I told you last night, with coverage of the Johnson County Fiscal Court meeting. Trick or Treat in Paintsville and Johnson County will be Thursday the 30th. Back to Sayersville, it all starts on the 27th. With the Gifted and Talented Art Show, the week of Halloween. And then October the 30th, that Thursday, will be the Sayersville Spooktacular, the big Halloween event downtown. And, of course, that will be in the Sayersville City Park for their Trunk or Treat event, as I'm going to call it. Starts at 11. And then here in downtown Sayersville, you've got all the fun and festivities that night with Thriller in downtown, sponsored by Sayersville Main Street. And, again, Trick or Treat set for Friday the 31st. I suspect we'll have more to talk about on that front soon. Number of updates tonight. Had a lot of breaking news last evening. Kind of all happened right at the time I was putting the show together. But I have a few more details on a few of those tonight. Police are still looking for any information leading to the identity and hopefully arrest of the individual who eluded authorities on a sport motorcycle earlier this week. As I showed you last night, this is footage from the Lee Simmons Recipe security cameras that showed the motorcycle refusing to stop for authorities, as it was seen here, as you see there, going west. And behind it was the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department, which had initiated a traffic stop, which did not happen. The motorcycles I showed last night got off on Parkway Drive, circled around behind the health department and the businesses over there, and then came back out red light number 2, and then proceeded to go towards Floyd County in the direction that it came from. In doing so, authorities continued pursuit until speeds reached dangerous levels around 80 miles per hour, so they terminated their pursuit and then believed that the motorcycle turned onto Abbott Creek just around the county line, and that was its last known whereabouts. It was a dark-colored motorcycle, a sport bike with a black helmet on, being worn by the rider, no visible license plate, which is why authorities were trying to stop it in the first place. And that's all they have to go on. If you have any information that you can relay to police, they would greatly appreciate a call to the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department. I did speak with Chief of Police Neil Adams earlier today and got an update on another story. As I told you last evening, he'd responded to a dirt bike incident on West Maple Street where a McGoffin man was seriously injured and taken to the hospital by ambulance after striking a utility pole, they believe, and being thrown from the bike. Almost simultaneously, this accident, which was deemed a hit and run in front of the Ace Hardware store here in Sayersville, the pickup truck traveling down Restaurant Row collided with a white Jeep that pulled out and then fled. And I confirmed with, again, Chief Adams earlier today, as the state police were working this accident, but his knowledge of it was that, as I reported last evening, someone did see this happen. Someone did get some identifying information and or follow that white Jeep to an apartment complex here in Sayersville. It was there that the state police found the vehicle, went to the apartment in question that they were looking for, and were told that no one was home at the time. The vehicle has been impounded, and at this time is still in the possession of the Kentucky State Police. There were some minor injuries reported by the driver of the Chevy Silverado. And lastly, from last night's story that we had for you, still no word. The Oil Spring Fire and Rescue Department still looking for this generator and light tower, which was stolen, of course, in Johnson County, as I told you last night, part of a road project where they were illuminating for the safety of motorists the area, which was to see work begin the following day. It was towed off sometime Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday morning, I believe it was. The red and white with the blue reflective stripe unit is a single axle light generator-powered light tower, which of course they use for emergency scenes, rescues, and the like, and is greatly needed, greatly utilized, greatly expensive. If you have any information, you can contact Paintsville, Johnson County authorities, or anyone with the Oil Springs Fire and Rescue Department. I came across some data that I thought was interesting and worth passing along today, released by the Alliance for Automotive Innovation, talking about electric vehicles and charging stations for them in the state of Kentucky, the frequency of which they are traveled in and on the roads, and of course they are used to refill that tank, if you will. And I know that's a bad pun, but nevertheless, as far as electric vehicles, nationally, if you look at the nation as a whole, they make up just under 10% of new sold, light-duty vehicles that were purchased in the second quarter, which just wrapped up, of course, at the end of June this year. That is a number that is down from about 10% almost, closer to 10%, 9.5 down from 9.6 in the first quarter. So we're seeing a decline of new EVs sold across the nation. Kentucky, meanwhile, is 41st in the nation in regards to EVs. They make up about 3.5% of all vehicles that were sold in the second quarter of 2025. And that as well includes that Kentucky is better in charging. We don't have as many on the road, but we have better charging facilities than many. We actually rank 24th as far as charging facilities are concerned, 41st as far as the number, 24th as far as charging facilities. At the end of the same quarter, second quarter of this year, just a couple of months ago, Kentucky actually had about 24,300 electric vehicles being used daily on the road, or often, and 1,030 publicly available charging stations, and that's a number that is growing. We here in Sayersville, as I've covered on a number of fronts. I'm not sure what the delay is, but I know that it is still in the works. Are expecting to see a charging station here in Sayersville on Restaurant Row on the Parkway, one of many that, of course, were part of that second phase of EV charging stations here in the Commonwealth. I'll be right back. For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
Welcome to the best sales, the best service, and the best selection in the viewing area and Eastern Kentucky. It's Conley Tire in Staffordsville, where they have big specials on big name brands every month. And as always, brake jobs, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and 6 months no interest. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and conleytire.net.
At Big Sandy Healthcare, every patient is seen as an individual deserving of respect, compassion, and top quality care. For us, it isn't about who they are or where they come from, but about the dignity and the care that they deserve. Our commitment goes beyond simply treating diseases. We tackle food insecurity, transportation problems, and other barriers many of our patients experience that hold them back from living fuller, healthier lives. At Big Sandy Healthcare, that's what sets our organization apart.
One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6651. It's just the perfect spot to grab lunch, a snack, something sweet, pick up your meds, or have them brought to you curbside. It's your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy that's been proud to serve you and your families for over 100 years. And now on their already incredible menu, fresh baked goods from the Daily Bread. Frazier's Prater Drugstore, 349-3135. Don't let the colors and shades and styles of the season escape. New must-see arrivals are at the Seasonal Shop. Already famous for their most cozy of home decor, and now for ladies' fashions too. business, casual, a night out, they have you taken care of. And when it comes to a night in, the shop has gone all in on their sleepwear selections that are even more comfortable than they are already classic. And don't forget bridal and baby registry at the shop, the seasonal shop in downtown Sagersville. Going back to the EVs just a few moments ago, the electric vehicle update and that information from the Alliance for Automotive Innovation. Nationally, there are 6.5 million electric vehicles. There were 6.5 million electric vehicles on the road in the United States at the end of the second quarter of this year, and about 217,000 places to charge them. From there, a few more judgments I'm expected to have some information on tomorrow's program. Judgments in the circuit court here in McGoffin County, where earlier today, as was scheduled, a Louisville woman was officially sentenced for charges related to a vehicular homicide crash that happened here in McGoffin County on 1/14 back last October. A sentence of 15 years was handed down today in circuit court here in McGoffin County for vehicular homicide and other charges. This is the result of the crash back on October the 4th here in McGoffin County when this woman, 34-year-old Sarah Sperling of Louisville, was traveling eastbound on the Restaurant Row area when numerous calls started coming into 911 about a driver running through red lights, running vehicles off the roadway, and then moments later, after going through red light number 4 and passing the intersection with 460, struck Roger Arnott in the rear. He was turning into his driveway. He died at the scene. There was also another vehicle involved that caused some injuries to the driver of that vehicle. Sperling appeared to have only minor injuries at most, seen here in the video, and was arrested that night, charged with vehicular homicide, wanton endangerment in the first degree, and driving under the influence with aggravated circumstances. She has been lodged in the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center, where she still is at this time, awaiting transfer to another facility that has yet to be determined, or released at least by the Department of Corrections. She faced up to 20 years, we understand, and took a plea agreement of 15, and again to the same charges of vehicular homicide, wanton in the first degree, and DUI in the first with aggravated circumstances. Up next, tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar. A birthday wish to begin to one of our dear friends. It was phoned in, it was faxed in, it was emailed in. It came from a lot of different areas, a lot of different wishes, all saying please wish the happiest of birthdays to Mildred Sizemore with a whole lot of love from family and friends, and we want to chime in on that. Mildred, the happiest of birthdays to you. Just a little warning to let you know to be on the lookout if you're traveling Gun Creek this Saturday. Members of the Royalton Community Council are picking up the garbage that so many have just carelessly thrown out. Doing a garbage collection, a fundraising event, of course. So they just wanted everyone to know and ask that you please drive slow and give them a little extra room if you can. Kind of a hard thing to do on Gun Creek, which is, the reason for the announcement. The Royalton Community Council doing their part in keeping our community clean. The McGoffin County Health Department is hosting a dementia community meeting. This is coming up Tuesday, the 28th. It's being hosted by the Health Department. Your hostess is Kathy Hembry. And they're going to talk about the many facets of dementia that can affect the lives, of course, of those who have it and the families of those individuals. There'll be a great deal of resources there. They will have a wonderful lunch provided as well, 11:30 to 1, Tuesday the 28th, at the McGoffin County Health Department. Announcements are free. This is how you get them on the program. Birthdays and anniversaries, of course, included. Turning to funeral service announcements, a reminder that services start Saturday at 1 for 27-year-old Caitlin Angel Harmon. Those services to be held at the McGoffin County Funeral Home, with visitation to begin Friday evening and last from 6 until 9. And a memorial service celebrating the life of Timothy Eichler will be announced at a later date. 58 years of age, a resident of Betsy Lane, he passed away on Tuesday. Survived by his sons Matthew and Brandon, his brother William, and a host of family and friends.
Youth.
Experience.
Modern solutions to modern problems.
Proven solutions to legal problems.
An emerging face in the courtroom.
a known presence in the courtroom.
Together, we are multifaceted.
Together, we will do right by you.
If you are having any legal issues at all, just relax and call Max.
If a car wreck is causing you pain, just pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
While often helpful, did you know that popular non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen and naproxen and others increase your risk of having a heart attack or stroke, as well as other internal issues? And those risks are significantly higher with prolonged use and higher dosages. Find out all you need to know about common concerns and cautions and options when you stop by and talk to a Parkway Pharmacy pharmacist in Salyersville. Tomorrow is Friday, and Friday's special is livers or gizzards or both for just $5.79 plus tax at your Salyersville Lee's Famous Recipe, and that's with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit. And you can stop by and dine in 10 till 9:30 or drive through 10 till 10 every day at your Salyersville Lee's Famous Recipe. SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National. So this portion of the program was one that I had set aside for a report that I have hopes of airing tomorrow. Now that I've got a head start on it, I just couldn't get it wrapped up in time for today. The 100-year celebration of the Prater Methodist Church in downtown Salyersville, which was recognized just a couple of weeks ago. It's just a great story, and I just couldn't get it all together, plain and simple. So with that, before I hope you enjoy and tell you to enjoy the rest of this beautiful evening, let's take a look at it weather-wise. Turning to your Licking Valley RACC 7-day, where, yes, the updated forecast does have some more bumps in the road. I don't think I've said it yet. I don't think the word FROST has played a part of our forecasts yet. And only tonight it does for those who live in the areas of those coldest, most sheltered hollows. And, you know, we pretty much know where those are by routine. Those areas and those folks might see some patchy frost. With that, clear skies, calm winds for everyone, and a low of 38 degrees. 38 being the key factor there, with the possibility of a little, I don't even like talking about frost. Let's just move on. Could see a little tomorrow, though, in the morning. Friday, sunny and 70. We started off today at 52. We topped out at 73. We are below the 70 mark right now. The first time at 6 o'clock, we're close to 6:30. We've been below 70, well, forever almost, you know. 70 and 50 for the high, the low tomorrow. Beautiful sunny. Mostly cloudy skies late tomorrow night into your Saturday. We have mostly cloudy skies continuing during the overnight, but they're going to give way Saturday to some sunshine. I think we'll see mostly sunny skies. So the clouds tomorrow night are just that, clouds, no threat to them. Sunny skies and 80 beautiful degrees for your Saturday. It's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and right now, this next system that gives us, the storm system that gives us some pretty good shower and storm chances, looks to not affect and hit us until like 2, 3 a.m. into your Sunday. More on that tomorrow. After which, of course, as you just saw, a good chance of showers and thunderstorms to the tune of 90% on your Sunday. Winds 30 to 40 miles per hour on average, so breezy and some showers, possibly some storms. Again, more on that tomorrow. We'll have a better handle on it. After that, temperature change. There's your warning. Sunny, but just 65 Monday. Mostly sunny and mid, maybe upper 60s on your Tuesday. Nighttime lows are out of the 30s. Wednesday, however, cold air comes back. 58 for your high and 38 for your low. Thursday, 61 and 40, and some sun. All right, that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching. See you back here tomorrow, wrapping up this week of programming. Good night.